championship, so you have to win 4 rounds of playoff basketball, those being round 1, the conference semi-finals, next the conference finals, and lastly the finals. Now let's get into it. I'll start with the first of the 3, the 2000 NBA title. This is the year people bring up the most to try and discredit Kobe, but they leave out
Yo, what's good? It's your boy Real Hendo Sports. We doing a requested Kobe reaction to debunk for the 100th time that Kobe was not a sidekick to Shaq.
a bunch of context while doing it. In the 2000 playoffs, Kobe had one of the greatest defensive championship runs of all time throughout the entire playoffs. He had 32 steals and 32 blocks, becoming the first and only guard to have 30 steals and blocks in a single playoff run. Also, 32 blocks is the most blocks from a guard of all time. But let's take a look at round 1 of the 2000 playoffs. Kobe averaged 28 points.
See, this is what they scared to talk about. This is what they leave out when they talk about the 2000 seasons with Kobe. They leave out the first 3 rounds like they never mattered. Then they go straight to the finals. And then they forget about Kobe getting his ankle stepped on intentionally. They forget about all that too. They love to do that to discredit Kobe because he played in the same generation as LeBron, or he didn't, to them, live up to Mike.
It's only one less than O'Neal. 3.6 assists, tied for the most on his team with Ron Harper, and 4.4 rebounds. As you can see, very, very solid numbers for a 21-year-old guard. Semi-finals and conference finals, he averaged decent numbers, being 21 points, 4.6 assists, and 4.3 rebounds. But many don't remember what happened in the 2000 conference finals Game 7. Lakers lose, they go home, but if they win, they go to the finals. In Game 7, Kobe single-handedly outplayed O'Neal in every aspect of.
This is the game that I bring up all the time when they bring up the 2000s. I bring up Game 7 Western Conference Finals, where Kobe led the team in points, blocks, rebounds, assists, and less turnovers. If Kobe does not ball out in that second half like he does, they lose this game, and it is no dynasty. And that is a fact. That is not an opinion. That is a fact. Because Shaq was not putting in work. He was struggling with Arvinas Sabonis, struggling with Rasheed Wallace and them boys.
Of the game, putting up 25 points to O'Neal's 18, 11 rebounds to Shaq's 9, 7 assists, and 4 blocks compared to Shaq's 1. That game right there got them to the finals. Now what happens next was pretty insane, so Game 2 of the finals, 8 minutes into the game, Jalen Rose intentionally hurt Kobe, putting his leg under him.
Never mention that. Ever.
That made him leave the game injured and miss Game 3. You know you a problem when you are getting intentionally injured. But after he comes back in Game 4, it was pretty much a close game all night, so eventually they go to overtime, and during overtime Shaq gets fouled out, so guess who puts the team on his back? Of course, Kobe being Bryant. He secured the win first game back after the injury when Shaq got fouled out. But for the series, of course, Kobe, after getting injured 8 minutes in Game 2 and playing injured the rest of the series, had pretty bad numbers, while Shaq had amazing numbers. Funny though, I never ever see anyone bring up Shaq's stats in the finals to get his 4th ring.
You see it right there. You see it right there.
Or Kareem's stats in the finals to get his 6th. Also Duncan's final stats to get his 5th. All of them have even worse stats than Kobe in the 2000 finals while he was injured. But Bryant gets held to the highest standard out of any all-time great, so I'm not too surprised. Now, let's move on to the 2001 and 2002 championships, where Kobe was literally equal to Shaq and in the conversation for best player in the world. I'll show a few pictures from the time to prove he was obviously in that convo for anyone here who wasn't around at the time. Did a survey asking the world, who do you think the best player in the league is? Kobe, and Shaq got the same amount of votes, prove he was in that conversation. Let's see what a few people who voted for Kobe had to say. First quote from Jacques said, and I quote, "Kobe is the best player in the league. No question. He's 22 years old, already got his first ring. If Shaq can quit crying, this team will prove in the postseason to be the best there is. Kobe can shoot, drive, pass, defend, steal, and even grab some boards. In time, Kobe will prove to be one of the 3 greatest players ever. MJ will always be the king, but Kobe is knocking on the castle's door." That quote aged very, very well.
It did. I told y'all, people try to rewrite history. They won't show you any of this. And that's the sad part. They want to erase Kobe from NBA history, and they can't.
And real quick, let's read one more quote, this one from Matt Fred. And I quote, "I have found it really hard to choose between these great players, but if I had to choose one, it would be Kobe Bryant. I don't want to say there will ever be another Michael Jordan, but Kobe is the next Jordan. The only problem is Shaq has to accept the role of Scottie Pippen and follow Kobe's lead." Now let's talk about their second title together, the 2001 championship. Kobe has one of the best playoff runs ever this year in the first 3 rounds of the run, averaging 32 points to Shaq's 20.
I've showed y'all this already, over and over and over again. I've showed y'all this stat plenty of times.
9, 6 assists, leading the Lakers again, and 7 rebounds, all while shooting 55.5% true shooting, which is good numbers for a guard in this era. Let's break down the numbers a bit more. So on the road in the Western Conference against all 350-plus win teams, Kobe averaged an absolutely insane 35.8 points per game, 8.8 rebounds, 5 assists, 1.8 steals, while shooting a great 56.5% true shooting. Absolutely insane numbers in the tough Western Conference. And as you can see, 35.8 points is the most points per game by any player on the road in conference playoffs for the entire.
Nobody will tell you that though. They will hide these stats. These are the stats that they will hide so that you can't give Kobe his damn just due. So he does not look like a number one sometimes. They want Kobe to be a sidekick to Shaq so bad, when that was only the case for the first year. Because beforehand, he did not play starter minutes. From 96 to 99, Kobe was not a starter. Why? Go ask Dale Harris. Or Dale Carter, whatever his name is.
Entire 2002 decade. On top of that, Kobe is one of 2 players ever to record back-to-back playoff games with 45 plus points per game and 10 plus rebounds per game. Absolutely historic numbers from a young 22-year-old Kobe Bean Bryant. Now onto the finals. The Lakers faced off against the Allen Iverson-led 76ers. Phil emphasized again to take advantage of the bad big man comp in the East, so Shaq's numbers, as you can see, bumped up, but Kobe still had great finals MVP level numbers with 25 points per game, 8 assists per game, and 6 rebounds. Let's compare these numbers to Tim Duncan's 2005 Finals MVP performance, where he put up 21 points, 2 assists, 14 rebounds with even 3 per...
Look at this. Look at this, bro. Come on, what are we talking about? That's why I don't care about Finals MVPs or MVPs like that. Those things don't really matter to me. This man won Finals MVP with 21, 14, and 2. And Kobe literally had better numbers across the board, except for rebounding. Same field goal percentage, way better from the free throw line, better true shooting percentage.
3% worse true shooting efficiency. Now compared to LeBron's 2013 Finals MVP stats, Bron put up a similar 25 points, 7 assists, and 10.9 rebounds. So this year, as I showed...
See what I'm saying? Do you see what I'm saying, bro? But they will make all the excuses in the world, bro. All the excuses in the world. Look at this, bro. Regular season. He had a better regular season than LeBron. He had a better playoffs than LeBron. He had a better conference finals than LeBron. And a comparable NBA finals. Come on, man. Come on. Put some respect on Kobe's name, bro. That's why I can't argue with you jokers.
25 points, 7 assists, and 10.9 rebounds. So this year, as I showed you, Kobe absolutely dominated the extremely tough West Conference, and even in the finals, when Phil Jackson let Shaq take advantage of a injured Mutombo, Kobe still put up good numbers. No way anyone who is not biased could ever say he was a sidekick for this championship. Now let's move on to the third ring they won together, that being the 2000 NBA championship. So as you can see, throughout the first 3 rounds of the championship run, Kobe again outscored Shaq, averaging 27 points to O'Neal's 26. Team in assists again, as he did for all 5 of his rings, averaged more steals and less turnovers than Shaq again, although shooting only 51% true shooting. But now let's look at the finals. Kobe averaged 27 points, only 51% true shooting.
See that? See that? Points responsible, plus 2 times the assist. 2001 and 2, Kobe had ascended past Shaq. I'm just keeping it real. 2000s was the only way you could say he was a sidekick. And if it wasn't for him in that game 7 being number 1, it would be no championship. So there's no way you could say Kobe was a sidekick. The proof is in the pudding.
Shooting. But now let's look at the finals. Kobe averaged 27 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, while shooting an amazing 62% true shooting. Let's check out his finals stats this year compares to final MVP Bron 2013 and Jordan's final MVP.
This is before prime Kobe. This is not even prime Kobe. This is 22-year-old Kobe, bro. This is 22-year-old Kobe. These 2 are finals MVPs. 27 points across the board. Rebounds. He literally had a better stat line than Jordan in 96. And LeBron, except for the rebounding and assists. And he was, what, 2 assists? And he don't have the ball as much as LeBron did, or probably Jordan. Come on, man.
MVP stats in 1996, while Kobe actually averaged better numbers than both of them those years. Shaq again had better numbers since he took advantage of the insanely bad big man, being Todd McCulloch, who for his career averaged a whooping 6 points and 4 rebounds alongside their mid-power forward Keith Van Horn. But nobody who is not biased would say Kobe at all was a sidekick for his last 2 championships with O'Neal, as you can see. Yes, Shaq did win all 3 final MVPs, but that of course does not erase Kobe averaging more points and minutes in the first 3 rounds of the finals run, and in the finals still having final MVP stats. Most Kobe haters don't even know that back in these days it was a running gag to say that whoever played the best in the conference playoffs was the true playoff MVP, not the player who plays better in the finals, since the East.
If they had Western Conference Finals MVPs, Kobe would have got all 3. All 3 of them. He would have the Western Conference Finals trophies, and Shaq would have the Finals trophies. The Finals MVPs.
Was actually so bad enduring. This time it had awful big men. But yeah, in no way, shape, or form was Kobe carried or a sidekick for these rings. That narrative is so easy to debunk as I did today, without even breaking it down as much as I could if you all would want a part to where I get even more in detail about how great Kobe was during the 3P. Comment down below. But thank you all for watching. I'm sorry for being gone for so long. I will start posting again. Please give me video ideas. Goodbye everyone, have a good day, a good week, and hopefully life. See you next time.
So,
hello everyone, it's Blake back.
That was the video. Shout out to my boy DBZ for sending me this. Shout out to Blake Weezy for this. Go subscribe to his channel. What more can I say? Mamba, RIP.